In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how my seborrheic dermatitis diagnosis has actually strengthened my semi-freeform Loc quest. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the Atreyu Loc channel. Hi, I'm Atreyu, a semi-freeformer who is dedicated to bringing you the best tips to grow a healthy set of locks. If this is your first time, make yourself comfortable. I'm glad to have you. So yeah, your boy, as many of you know, has seborrheic dermatitis. When I first discovered that I had it, like when I first went to the dermatologist and he hit me with that diagnosis, I was just like, okay, how do we fix it, you know? But then as he went on and kind of explained what seborrheic dermatitis entails, I learned that there is no cure, at least as of 2021. So yeah, that was pretty discouraging. And you know, I know people go through their own respective struggles and journeys all the time, and you don't see them complaining, right? In fact, more people probably endure a lot of diseases and stuff that you can't see, right? But you never know because they never actually say it, never actually wear it on their sleeves. Keeping that in mind, I've been trying not to complain too much, but what hands down has been the worst part of having seborrheic dermatitis, at least when it comes to how it presents in my body, is the itching on my scalp. It's like it just won't stop. I mean, yes, I get respites here and there, but you know, when you spread out a week's worth of time, my scalp has definitely itched a good 3 or 4 or 5 out of those 7 days. I suppose that's the chronic nature of seborrheic dermatitis, and you know, there are other symptoms that can affect your skin. You can get these really like big yellowish or whitish, in my case, like scaly patches on your scalp. It looks pretty gross, to be honest, but thankfully all of the other symptoms have pretty much subsided, with of course the exception of the itching. So yeah, let me talk about how SD, that's what I'm going to call seborrheic dermatitis, SD for short, SD has affected my Loc quest. So I decided to become a semi-freeform locker way before I got the SD diagnosis. And to be honest, it wasn't actually like really a conscious decision. Like, I just stopped doing maintenance. I've always kind of appreciated a minimalistic, more simplistic approach to life wherever possible, because I think that the busier things get, the more crowded they become, the less enjoyment and fulfillment one can derive out of whatever he or she is participating in. And I think you have the potential to lose focus, you know, forget about what really matters because you're too busy missing the forest for the trees. So appreciating that sort of simplistic, minimalistic approach to life, it translated to how I maintain my locks, meaning I only did the absolute minimum amount to keep them healthy and happy. And that included just not retwisting often. I just didn't feel like retwisting once a month or even once every 2 months anymore. And it all worked out. But then recently I got this SD diagnosis, and with SD I'm washing my hair every other day, literally. Like, that is not an exaggeration. Sometimes I'm even washing my hair consecutive days. And so thinking back about how I used to retwist once a month or once every 2 months, but now I'm washing my hair every other day and even sometimes every day, it really seems like it was meant for me to be on a semi-freeform Loc journey. Why? Because I don't do much maintenance. I don't use any oils now whatsoever, not even on my locks, because when I put my locks up, like they're up right now, I don't want the oil that may be on the surface of my locks to touch my scalp and feed any Malassezia yeast that may be living on my scalp, leading to more SD problems. Hey, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. How about that? So the fact that I'm on a semi-freeform Loc journey is actually perfect, and even as bad as this SD diagnosis has been, and as bad as the one symptom of itching has been for me, it really has worked in terms of me being on a semi-freeform Loc journey. Like I couldn't even imagine myself returning to the lifestyle of a manicured locker who retwists once every 2 weeks or once a month, and who puts all these sorts of products and stuff and oils on my locks and on my scalp. Like, those are non-negotiable. Like, I don't even consider those things because I'm so fearful that it's gonna agitate my seborrheic dermatitis. It all kind of seems like it has worked out the way it was meant to. Of course, I would prefer not to have SD, but I do, so your boy is sucking it up and dealing with it. And yeah, I'm on a semi-freeform loc journey. Imagine if I was still retwisting once a month and then this happened. Like, that would seriously suck because I would be in the mindset of, oh, I need to do maintenance and, you know, I need to do this and that, but now I can't. And then I would really want to cut my locks off because, as quiet as it's kept, you do derive a certain amount of pleasure and joy from nurturing your hair, from doing things to your locks. And I think that's why so many people are constantly doing stuff to them, constantly have their hands in their locks, you know, whether it's doing styles or just applying oil. You feel good when you're taking care of something. I think it's just human nature. So in that way, seborrheic dermatitis, SD, has kind of strengthened my semi-freeform loc journey. And yeah, I'm still waiting to encounter a break. I feel like I'm still in the midst of a flare-up in terms of the itching. So I will really feel like I have everything under control once I get my scalp to a place where it's not itching so continuously. If you want to hear more about my seborrheic dermatitis and the symptoms, then definitely check out the end card. I will leave a link to the playlist where I go into more detail about the seborrheic dermatitis. But I just want to give you guys an update of what's been going on with me. And just one of the benefits, I guess, if you can call it that, maybe a silver lining of this diagnosis, which is it kind of complements the semi-freeform lifestyle that I'm living. I prefer to find the silver lining than to just be all down and out about it. If you choose to love, do so unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. This is Atreyu Locs, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.